to the Pulse of Spokane. Join us for the latest in news, views, and conversation with community leaders. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You and CW Crates and Pallets. Now, put your finger on the Pulse of Spokane.
Welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. Kent Adams here. Hope you're having a great day. It's the last Tuesday in the month of March. Gosh, hard to believe we'll be in April next week. We've got a fun lineup, and I wish this was smell-o-vision because I'm smelling ribs right now. This is fun. Zachary Mehaffey?
Correct.
I got it right. From Triple B Backhills BBQ is here, and he's the one with the food, so we put him on first. Tracy Simmons from FAVS is here, and Norris from Mission Outreach Community Center is going to talk about all the great things they're doing, and Mindy Thorp is going to talk about, and it's almost time, the 2020 Census, next on the Pulse of Spokane.
The following is sponsored by our friends and community supporters at McNeese Wheeler Attorneys. McNeese Wheeler is a boutique law firm in Spokane, handling matters in both Washington and Idaho. Areas of law include business law, wills, trusts and estates, family law, personal injury and wrongful death, and real estate matters. For your full-service legal needs, contact McNeese Wheeler Attorneys.
I'm Nikki Butler, and I'm a regional manager for STCU. My lunch buddy is Nicole.
I'm Brandy Schloss. I'm a regional manager at STCU. My lunch buddy is Angelina. She's grown up with me. I've grown up with her. To see her graduate will be a lot of fun.
Brandy and I have been lunch buddies since the girls were in second grade. It's great that STCU provides me with the opportunity to be part of Reach for the Future. We are committed to the children. We're committed to our community. I'm Nikki.
I'm Brandy.
And STCU is here for good.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Oh, excuse me. Welcome back. Ah, this is good stuff. Somebody knows I love barbecue. Zach, how are you today?
Very well, thanks for asking. How about yourself?
I'm doing great now. Absolutely perfect. Zach, you have Backhills Triple B
Barbecue. Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Where is that?
That's Coeur d'Alene, Idaho,
Okay.
right off of Best Avenue, a part of the food court, if you will. So it was about 6, 7 food trucks parked up in a court, if you will.
Yes.
And, yep, I'm the barbecue guy. And next
You're the
to me is-
barbecue guy.
I'm the barbecue
so
guy.
I'm headed straight to you.
Straight-
No stopping, right?
No stopping. If you have any needs for tacos, the taco truck's right next to me.
Okay.
There's a guy, Mark, who does delicious liquid nitrogen made in front of you ice cream.
Oh, really?
Next to them, there's a sushi truck, Philly cheesesteak truck, a girl who does delicious
You
breakfast.
can go there all week.
All week, yep.
Yeah.
And then there's a great fusion truck. So, I mean, there's a bunch of different things.
A what?
A fusion. He does different kinds of, he's a very cultured chef, so he does a lot
Okay.
of different kind of, foods from different kinds of cultures. And it's just a great place where a family of 4 can go down and kind of disperse. And you get the go-hards who come for the barbecue. You get,
Well, of course. That's why everyone's going to go. I'm going to try your ribs because Vinny back there, my producer, knows I love ribs, and he's talked to me about your ribs here. So
these are pork spare ribs.
Okay.
Smoked on oak and alder is what I use.
Okay.
So I have a big, almost kind of like an empty propane tank, if you will, that's been bleeded and
Yes.
carved doors into it and a smoke box and a stack. And so we just light an actual fire off into the side and throw the ribs on an elevator and the smoker,
boy.
have the tri-tips and chickens down there.
Tri-tip and chicken.
Yep, all sorts of different.
So now you work another job too, don't
Correct,
you?
yeah, I work full-time
So give me your daily schedule, because this was kind of fun.
Yeah,
I'm going to eat.
I work full-time at the Hayden Albertsons.
Okay.
And that's actually where our sauce is sold. My business partner has sold this sauce for as long as I've been alive, 23 years. And so it's been sold at the Hayden Albertsons for a good portion of that time. And they were kind of trying to do an infusion. How could we promote the sauce while doing stuff? You know, the butcher block would order in an extra case of tri-tip, an extra case of ribs, to sell out immediately on a Saturday on a big Santa Maria open style grill that our third partner at the time, Jason and Troy, they had started this food truck after a couple successful Saturdays of, can you guys do this event or this event for us? And they started up the food truck. And while I've worked at Albertsons for 7 years, I've had a good chance to work in kitchens because I work so early in the morning that I get off.
What time do you start?
I start at 3 o'clock in the morning now. I get to Albertsons.
Don't call.
Yeah,
at that
don't
time.
call. I'm a part of the produce department, so I do all the fresh cut fruits and vegetables. And I'm very grateful that I get to keep the health insurance and the paid vacation.
Yes.
And
fun.
The benefits along to have a kind of a Meals on Wheels dream kind of to pursue.
Yeah. So you're there now.
Yes.
Okay, you opened just recently, right?
Correct, yep, I
Are you
reopened
the
for
only
the
one
spring.
there, or are the others starting?
Last year I was. So last year
Okay.
my day would start at 3 o'clock in the morning at Albertsons. I would take my lunch break at about 7. I'd cut all the fruit in the morning, package it all to the schematic, and take my lunch at 7, go light the fire to throw the tri-tip and the ribs on, start the steamers, to get everything heated up, and you run back to work to finish up the produce department, come back to the Albertsons, or come back to the stand and make the fresh beans, mac and cheese, coleslaw every day, and, just sell food till 7.
All right.
And so this year, thankfully, I have my dad and my great friend Hunter. He's one of my best friends. They're both down there right now to give me the opportunity to do this.
I was going to say, because you're over here in Spokane, Washington.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so, traveled a little bit to come. Thank you again for the great opportunity to be able to do this.
Oh, fun.
And, it's just great to have people that I can trust that support me and to help, keep the 7 days a week. That's the one thing I'm trying to do this year is be open 7 days a week rather than last year we were always closed.
That takes on a few hours.
Last year we were always closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. They're my 2 days off from Albertsons, so it's nice to recuperate, but this time I think it's just going to be more consistent.
So obviously you mentioned the tri-tip and the chicken and the ribs, which are very good, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. And I'm a connoisseur of ribs. So,
thank you.
So they come highly recommended, folks. What else do you have? I see the coleslaw and the beans.
We do a little bit of a pineapple to give it a fresh little zing in the coleslaw. Pineapple coleslaw.
Okay.
I make the beans from scratch. Yeah. Do everything, the mac and cheese I make from scratch. I smoked a whole 20-pound corned beef brisket to do Reubens. We do fried sauerkraut on the toasted marble rye with
that is
Island.
good.
It kind of gives it a fresh zing, right?
I taste it. Yes,
it's
that's
not
good.
too sweet, but with so many people doing barbecue, you kind of just try to give your own twist on some of the things, and to have a kind of a sauce that's made, from us, that we do it in a commercial kitchen actually out here in Spokane.
Right.
So it's a fun opportunity to kind of get to see. I've worked for the corporate world for 7 years now.
Okay.
I kind of get to see how it is working for yourself, and it's kind of a nice balance, and you see the perks here and there.
Now this is the Backhills BBQ sauce. It says sweet and sassy. How sassy is it?
If you read the description, it's sassy as the business partner's daughter in her teenage years.
That's great.
That's
I love that. I love that.
So. It's a cool opportunity. We have an original, a sweet and sassy, and a hot. Our sweet and sassy is the most mild. I didn't know if you like spice, so I kind of just brought our most mild flavor.
That's perfect. That's what I always ask for. Yeah.
So it's just a good opportunity to be a part of something that already has a following. This already has a following of people who have bought this sauce when I was a child.
Right.
And for them to be able to come up to my food truck I have my partner Troy who makes the sauce. He's not there all too much, but he's a silent partner, if you will, to the point where they come up and say, I've been buying this sauce for years. I could not create something like that on my own to have this clientele kind of follow out. So
that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
So what time do you start?
We open up at 11 o'clock every day, and then we're there till 7 p.m. every day, and Sundays we're only there till 4.
Okay.
So 11 to 7, Monday through Saturday. Sunday.
Okay, so now you must have like a website and a Facebook or
Correct.
something
Yep,
where
you
people can go get more information.
Absolutely. You find us at the Triple B Backhills BBQ on Facebook. I believe I'm the Triple B on Instagram. I haven't got too much posted out at that yet. And so, it'll be one of those things where we'll be progressively building more and more every day as we kind of smoke new items, post more things, and create more of a following.
Now, are you? Do you have desserts or any of those kinds of things?
Not yet.
Not
Nope.
yet. Okay.
With the ice cream truck.
I mean,
there.
this is dessert to me.
We
I'm
send
sorry.
him right over to Mark. He's a part of Street Treat. That's it.
Okay.
You follow him. He does a liquid nitrogen ice cream and fresh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
I hadn't thought
to
about
see.
that, but how convenient to have, you can go and taste different things
Absolutely.
too.
A lot of people do. A lot
Yeah.
of people, they get, and then there's a beautiful little pavilion in the middle where you can meet up and
Okay.
sit and eat your food.
Now, is it a good place to take the family on the weekends and,
absolutely.
and
Like I
during the
said,
summer
you
and
can have
spring break that's coming
you can
up?
have the dad who did construction all day usually come over to
Yeah.
us. Maybe have the mom who likes sushi go to the sushi truck. You know what I mean? You have the kids. Tony at
You know,
Left Coast.
sushi? Is that what you said?
Sushi.
Yeah, the only problem I have with that is they never cook it enough.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
You try the tempura style from the deep fryer,
Yeah, yeah.
But Tony at Left Coast Fusion has some of the best fries ever made. So it's a
wow.
big community event where we don't try to compete with each other. If you want something,
Right.
we try to recommend another
Oh,
trip.
absolutely.
Because they specialize. It's their passion. That's what they like to do.
Well, this is great. This is good food, too.
you so much. I
Okay?
appreciate it.
I hope we have a long commercial break so I can get a few bites in here before the next guest. Once more, the name of the company and where can they find you?
Triple B Backhills BBQ. That'll be located at 510 Best Avenue in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and the Big Red Ugly Circus Trailer located right next to Taco Works.
Okay.
Yep, and you'll find us 11 to 7, Sundays till 4.
Thank you. Thanks
you
for
very
coming
much
in.
for having
All right.
me.
This is great stuff.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Tracy right after this.
The economy is getting stronger. Banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
O'Brien Logistics would like to invite you to try our local and regional transportation services. With Sprinter vans, lift gates, hot shot flatbeds, and expedited services, our people are ready to step in and help with your transportation needs. Our services are 24/7, 365, and we are trained and prepared to handle air cargo and Canadian shipments. Give us a call at 208-305-2311 or visit our website at o'brienlogistics.net. That's OBRIEN logistics.net.
Well, welcome back. If I'm still eating and getting... Do I have
Nope, you're
barbecue
good.
sauce all over
You're
me?
good. You're good.
Oh, I haven't eaten them right then. Oh, Tracy. Tracy from FAVS?
Yes, Spokane Faiths.
Okay, explain what that is for to our
Sure.
listeners.
Yeah, SpokaneFaves.com. We're a publication that covers religion news.
Okay.
And we offer religion commentary
Okay.
in the Spokane area.
Okay.
We also do a lot of offline events. And to make things even more interesting, we are opening an interfaith community center later this summer.
Is that the one that used to be at another church
Yep.
up on the South Hill?
Yes, that's
Okay,
right. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I do follow some things going on.
There you go.
Now, we have a mutual friend, don't we?
We
And
sure
who would
do.
that be?
Cassie Benefield, one of our writers.
Yes. And you were asking where I know her from. She didn't tell the story, apparently, but we worked together up at Fox 28 years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's one of your writers.
She is.
So what are some of the topics and some of the things going on with Spokane organization that you have?
Sure. Well, to kind of break it down, we have, so my background is in religion reporting. So I'm
Okay.
a journalist, and we have about 5 people, including Cassie, who do news reporting stories for us about religious events and happenings throughout Spokane. So
Okay.
recently I did a story about, what's happening in the United Methodist Church with kind of the split that they might be facing.
Okay.
And then we have 40 writers from different faith perspectives who write commentary for us.
Really?
Yeah.
You said 40?
About 40, yep.
Wow, okay.
So people write about current events through the Muslim lens or evangelical lens or Catholic lens and so forth. We have some really cool features like Ask an Atheist or Ask an Eastern Orthodox Christian. People can write in questions.
So that's a place you can go and ask some questions, because we've all wondered about, well, I might not know somebody in that religious area or that, but I've got a question. Why do they celebrate that way? Why don't they celebrate Christmas or whatever it might be? And so where do they find this publication?
Yeah, so we're online. We're free. It's SpokaneFAVS.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how often are you publishing?
We publish multiple times a day. So there's a story that goes up every morning, and usually one that goes up in the evening, and then we post, of course, throughout the day to our social media as
well, that keeps you busy, doesn't
it?
it?
It certainly does.
Now, are you doing all that?
I am. I have a team of volunteers who also help with that.
Okay. So what are some of the most recent topics and some issues that have been covered that got some response?
Sure. Well, as you can imagine, the climate right now in our society is a little polarizing. Right?
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
You can. And so, we try to pay attention to those things.
Yeah.
And so we're having an event on April 6th, actually, a community forum. And the topic is agreeing to disagree. So we're going to kind of have a conversation.
We don't see that done very well right now, do we?
Right. So our panelists are going to come together and just kind of give some tips on how can we have a conversation and listen to each other without fighting and without arguing. And we do those, are called coffee talks, and we do those every other month. So that's one thing we have on the horizon right now.
Wow. And that is on April 6th?
April 6th at 10 a.m. And it'll be at Origin Church at 5115 South Freya, and that's the building that will soon be the community center.
Okay. So. All right. So are you moved in up there?
No, we get the building in May, but the church is still worshiping there, and so we're using the building in the meantime a little bit.
When they're not there and so forth, and not doing things there.
Yeah, and I'm very aware that this church is in a grieving process because they're closing the doors after 100 years, and so we want to be gentle and
absolutely. Yeah, it's not like move out. Can you move out in the next 10 minutes kind of thing?
Absolutely.
But it's nice that they're turning that over to be used and so forth. What kind of cost? I mean, what kind of dollars do you need to raise every year to pay for all that you do? I mean, there's a cost involved.
Absolutely, yeah. We are a nonprofit, so we're a 501c3.
Good.
Most of our money right now comes through donations. So we have a lot of people, just like you would for public TV or public radio, where you give $10 a month or $50 a month.
Are the churches doing anything?
Churches will sometimes do some advertising on the site.
Okay.
We have a sale right now, so maybe people will for Easter. But and we also get donations at our events and so forth. But we're really hoping that the event center, the community center, will raise some funds for us because we're not a church. We are a journalism organization, so that means we have to pay property taxes and all of those things.
Oh,
so
fun.
We have some big expenses coming our way.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, everyone thinks everything, is free these days because you can do everything cheap. But there's always a cost involved, even if nothing else, to be able to load up things on the website. I mean, welcome to the reality, right?
We have to pay for hosting, and as you know, when the website crashes, we have to pay for that to get fixed or updated.
Yes. We live and die by our internet connection here because everything goes out on the internet, including what we send up to Fox 28 goes out on the internet. I mean, everything.
Absolutely.
So where can people find this? I assume that you can go to either the Facebook or website and sign up and get the daily briefings or the twice daily briefings.
Absolutely. We have a newsletter that goes out every single morning. So if you go to the SpokaneFaves.com website, the newsletter icon will pop up and you can sign up for that if you want, or you can just visit the website throughout the day if you would like to. We have Facebook, of course, Instagram, and Twitter.
Welcome to today in the social media.
Exactly. Another full-time job, right?
It is. And people laugh at me because of my age and how do you get into all of this, Kent? And the simple answer, and Vinny's going to roll his eyes in the other room because he hears me say this all the time. I have people under 30 that help. They understand it all because they've grown up with it.
Absolutely.
Those of us in our 70s here, not meaning you, but this one, it's all foreign, and we didn't learn on that. I mean, I learned on a portable typewriter that you didn't even plug in.
Yeah.
Okay, so things have come along since then.
Yeah.
I assume that if people wanted to donate, they could donate to this?
Absolutely.
And they can do that probably on your website or
yeah,
Facebook
they
site?
can do that through PayPal or just through with credit card.
Okay.
Yeah, or they can mail it into our P.O. box
Okay.
as well. So, yeah, I really hope that we're filling a void by providing religion news locally,
Yes.
and if that's something people want to support.
Well, and the fact is, newspapers today, daily papers, I don't care where you are cutting back, and so things like that get less and less prominent, and maybe one column a week on Saturday or something like that, and we need to be talking about religion a little bit more often.
Absolutely.
I think.
Religious literacy is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Again, tell people where they can find out about you.
Yeah. We are at SpokaneFaves.com. That's spelled FAVS,
Okay.
as in faith and values.
Okay. Thank you. This
thank
is great.
you.
And
Yeah.
please say hi to Cassie for me.
I will.
Actually,
I will.
we can say hi to Cassie right now.
Cassie.
Okay. Behave yourself, okay? And I just noticed you guys went to Disneyland the other day. I don't remember getting invited. But anyway, we're going to talk with Allie Norris from Mission Outreach Community Center right after this.
To help you be safe, Washington state law requires you to call 811 2 full business days before you plan, for example, to dig, drill, plow, pull from, or pound anything into the ground. Be prepared to provide the operator with the correct address, cross street, and a description of your work. You must mark the dig area with white paint. The operator will inform you of the utilities notified of your impending excavation. Wait for all their marks. Be safe and dig with care.
The economy is getting stronger. Banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Well, welcome back. Allie Norris with Mission Outreach Community Center, and you and I both know somebody. I don't know, is she on your board?
She is on our board.
Okay, Tammy Mason.
Tammy Mason.
With Homes for You.
Yes.
A sponsor of this program, matter of fact.
I did not know that.
Well, you got to watch more often.
I know, I need to.
Yes, you do. Hey, you just took over not too long ago, right?
Yes, I've been there for about a year and a half now.
Oh, okay.
So it's been a little while, but still seems kind of new.
Are you feeling like you know what you need to know now?
Yes, yeah. So I just became the official executive director in September.
Okay.
So we are getting there. But yeah.
So you were unofficial for a while?
I was unofficial, yeah. It was more, I was like the office administrator for a little bit.
Okay.
And then interim, and then officially got it in September. But we have a lot of great...
I hope a big pay raise came with that.
Big, yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know, how nonprofits work.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, you got it. Tell me about the Mission Outreach Center and what you do there.
Okay, so we are a free clothing, hygiene, housewares, and diaper bank. And we got started in 1996. Through a church which no longer exists, but it was Mission Community Presbyterian Church, which is right on Mission and Napa, which is where we're located. So we've been around for a long time.
Yes.
And then they originally just started with clothing. They thought there was a need in that community that they could provide clothing for people that needed it. And then we moved into our current building that we rent 20 plus years ago.
Wow.
Kind of added diapers, hygiene items, and houseware items because we just thought that was a need in the community.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you are just doing things for the sake of doing them, but finding what the needs are.
Yes.
Too many organizations we've seen just, well, let's do this because it feels good. What's the need? I think evaluating what the need is and then responding is really good. What are your days? What does your operation look like?
So we're open to the community to come shopping Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 1:30 to 4.
Okay.
So I'm the only paid employee at our nonprofit, so everything else is volunteer-based.
Wow.
So we basically invite anyone to come in and go shopping. We ask them to bring identification for themselves and anyone that's in their household they can shop for. So right now, for example, they're getting 3 complete outfits for every person in their family.
Okay.
They can pick out some houseware items, diapers for kids under 3, and then they can pick out some hygiene items as well.
Now, the hygiene and the diapers and so forth, those are next to impossible to get, like at food banks and places, aren't they?
Yeah, so we're lucky enough to get our diapers from the Inland Northwest Diaper Bank most of the time when they still have them in stock. And then we purchase all of our own hygiene items.
Okay.
So each family gets 2 hygiene items and a roll of toilet paper.
Okay.
So like yesterday we were open, we had 85 people that we served yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the hygiene items go really quickly.
I would bet.
So we're always in need of shampoo, razors, and deodorant.
Yeah, because is kind of what I was alluding to before is that you can get food at different food banks and things like that, but often they don't have the other things that we so desperately need and use.
Yeah,
you know?
And we started with hygiene items before I started, but we realized you can't buy hygiene items with any kind of state assistance. So you can't get them with food stamps, you can't get them with WIC if it's not for the baby.
Right.
And so to think that you just need a bottle of shampoo that we buy at the dollar store that they just can't afford.
Right.
And so it's something that they really appreciate, and we're glad to be able to offer it for them.
So 3 days a week,
yes.
basically. Are you averaging the 80 to 85 people often?
In February we were kind of slow. We think it was the weather because it was so cold.
You noticed?
Yeah, just a little bit. And then there's some days that we'll have 200 people that we'll serve.
Really?
So it kind of fluctuates. And then we do have 2 big events every year that we actually provide new items to families. So we have one, it'll come up in August. It's our School Shoes for Kids event.
Yes.
This will be our 9th year, and last year we gave out 1,496 new pair of shoes in 2 days.
Wait. 1,496
pairs of shoes.
You were 4 short of 1,500?
Yeah, and the year before we were around 1,100, so it was a huge jump.
Wow.
And we provide brand new shoes for kids and brand new pair of socks.
Now, how do you find the brand new shoes?
We luckily get sponsors. So last year we had JCPenney's and Multicare, and then some Kiwanis groups that gave us some funding.
Oh, nice.
And then churches, individuals, anybody who knows who we are brings us new shoes. We buy a lot of them ourselves, so we're always looking for deals.
So the donations count.
The donations are so helpful, and it's the best event that you can be part of, to just give kids, and we fit the kids, so we make sure the shoes fit them properly, but to give them a new pair of shoes to go back to school, and it's just something that
that's important, and sometimes we forget about those kids that might not otherwise have that new shirt, the new pair of shoes, and it's simple things like toilet paper and
the simple things we take for granted, I think, a lot. So
how can people help? Where can they go find you?
So we're on Facebook at Mission Community Outreach Center. Our website is www.formission.org. So the number 4. And we're 1906 East Mission Avenue. So we're right in between Stevens Elementary School and Napa. So if you know where High's Market is or where Casano's used to be, we're just right down the street from them.
Not too far from a Vista, right?
Yeah, right down the street from a Vista.
East?
Yes, east of a Vista.
Okay,
so if you see Stevens Elementary School, we're the building right next door.
All right. Well, that's convenient, too.
It is convenient, yeah.
That's great. Well, you guys are doing a great job. Please say hi to Tammy for me.
I will.
In fact, we can say hi to Tammy. She's probably watching.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah. If not, we'll run her a test this afternoon.
Yes, we will.
Ask her some questions and see if she really was watching.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Well, you're doing a terrific job. What's important, I think, too, is what you said, and that is the need for volunteers and some cash.
Yes.
I mean, cash is king.
Yeah.
To allow you to fill in where the holes are.
And we always take gently used clothing and houseware items. So we do infants all the way through adults, men's, women's, kids, all of that. And we take housewares, basically a microwave and smaller. So if you have extra dishes, blankets, sheets, silverware, cups.
There must be a phone number people could reach out to you.
Yes. So here's our brochure. You can look us up online. Our phone number, 536-1084.
All right.
And then find us on Facebook, find us online. You can go online and we can have you sign up to get our newsletter, which comes out 4 times a year as well.
All right. Well, Allie, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
This is really important, and it's important for all of us to step up and volunteer and give a little cash and some gently used clothes and all of those kinds of things. Because
we appreciate it, and the families that we serve really appreciate it.
All right. Well, keep up the good work.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk about 2020, otherwise known as the Census, is coming right after this.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Welcome to Tom Sawyer Country Coffee.
Tom Sawyer Country Coffee only roasts the finest organic coffee for our signature blends. Enjoy a cup at our coffee shop and local businesses and organizations across the region.
I'm Tom Sawyer, and we choose the Pacific Northwest.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
Well, welcome. Mindy Thorp is here, and she's working for this area on the 2020 census. And that happens every 10 years, right?
Since 1790.
Okay, I remember that day well.
Do you?
Yes,
wow.
I do.
Been
yes.
Around then. Yeah, since 1790.
Well, it was
mandated.
Back after my pet dinosaurs died. Okay, people say I'm that old, but I'm not. And it's interesting, and I mentioned to you just before we went on, I don't know how many people, unfortunately today, a lot of people haven't read the Constitution, but it's mandated by the Constitution of the U.S., isn't it?
It is.
Every 10 years.
Every 10 years, the decennial census happens,
yes.
And it is not only a population count, but it's a housing count.
Okay.
And we are almost at our 1 year out mark.
Oh, boy.
Which is really exciting.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Now, when you say a housing count, what do you mean by that?
Well,
I know you're counting people. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. Making sure that the housing units exist.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're asking me, it would be my wife and I and our oldest son who lives with us because he's Down syndrome. So it would be the three of us is what we would be filling out forms and.
Correct. So you want to when the questionnaires come out.
Okay, and they will be mailed for the most part, or what?
Well,
how does that happen?
Well, this year is the first time that people can self-respond by internet, which is really exciting.
Ooh.
And
21st century stuff.
Right. So people can respond as early as March 23rd of 2020.
Okay.
And then the secondary is paper form.
Okay.
And by phone as well.
Okay.
So basically, you want to count somebody who lives in that home for the majority of the year.
Okay.
So, for example, my daughter, who was going to Boise State, she lives there the majority of the year.
Right.
I would not count her in my home.
Right. And so if you're doing it on March 23rd, 2020, and you know your son or daughter is going to be gone the rest of the year, then probably not?
Well, April 1st of 2020 is Census Day. It's always April 1st of that decennial year.
Okay, so based on that.
Based on April 1st, that's going to be our marker.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. I wondered when, because I was starting to think there was a movable date here or time period.
And that's why it's so exciting, because on Monday, April 1st of 2019, that is our 1 year out mark.
Oh, boy.
And what's so exciting in these wonderful cities and municipalities across the country, they are declaring proclamations for the 1 year out Census Awareness Day. Yeah. And actually this evening, I will be accepting one from the city of Spokane Valley.
Oh, fun.
Which is really exciting.
Okay.
For Census Awareness Day. We're 1 year out. We have a lot of work to do still.
I was going to say, now, I'll bet I'm going to go on a wild guess here that we might see quite a bit of information between now and April 1st of next year.
Yes, we have a lot of work to do. We still need to hire a lot of people.
Okay.
And so that is...
So there are some jobs available.
There are jobs available.
Now, who do they contact for that?
They go to 2020census.gov/jobs.
Okay.
And then if anyone wanted
information...
Right, everything is online. Wow. And the taking applications right now.
Okay.
And, the positions may not apply, may not start until early summer, but we need people to apply now.
Right,
and then we hold them. It takes some time to get clearance through.
Sure.
And we hold them and ready to go.
So now, are these people primarily on the phone, or are they going to be visiting homes, or what kinds of duties will they have?
The first positions available are called address canvassing. So they will go out, they'll make sure these homes and the housing units exist.
Okay.
Then the positions
A sampling of them, is that what they're doing, or all of them?
They will be... every person will have be assigned to a specific census tract.
Oh, okay.
There's census tracts, many of
Wow.
them.
Okay.
Yes, and then after that, a person could potentially be qualified to continue on to the next set of operations at that time.
So now would be the time to apply if you're looking for some.
Yes.
Yeah, so that you can get your ducks in a line.
Yes, it is
literally.
time to apply right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just having a lot of fun with this. We want to get a lot of the word out for the census. It's very exciting stuff. Right. Again, there's always a concern about privacy, but the questionnaire, the answers on the questionnaire, they are protected by Title 13. Okay. And it's protected by law, whatever we respond, how we respond. I myself took a lifetime oath to protect any census data. And so we take the confidentiality very, very seriously. So responding to the census is safe. It's very critical that we do to support our communities, and it's confidential. And it really determines where some of the federal dollars will go and all of that, too, down the line, right? Yes, the main reason for the decennial census is for the reapportionment and redistricting of federal funds. Right. So because people move around, and who used to have 1 million people could have 1.5 million now, or be down to 600,000. And if they are down to 600,000, shouldn't get the same dollars that they might have gotten 5 years ago. And we need to adjust according to the population, we need to adjust things. Sometimes we need to, adjust the different federal funding for transportation, main staple federal programs like Title I programs and the national, lunch program, different community centers. One more time, where can people go to get more information? 2020census.gov. Okay, and that's pretty darn simple. It's very simple, and if they're looking for job information, it's just the /jobs. Okay, great. Thank you. You're welcome. Mindy. This is great information, and go take a look. See what's coming down the pike here, because we're a year away from Monday April 1st. Is a year away, can you believe it? We're already talking 2020. It'll be a quick year. Yeah, it will be. It will be. This month has been really quick. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 noon. We got some great guests. See you then. Have a great day.
The Pulse of Spokane is produced in Spokane, Washington by SpokaneTalksMedia.com, which is solely responsible for its content. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You and CW Crates and Pallets. Ask Kent a question, recommend a guest, or hear this program again on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com.